Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Chanakya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Roshika. So once everybody will join, we will be starting with the first we'll be revising what we have completed in the last class, and then we will be starting with the new type of the asexual reproduction, which is the fragmentation. Let them join, let them wait.
Ma'am, this week only science, only chemistry we have test.
Yes, this week we don't have the the maths will not be there this week. From next week onwards, we will be starting, okay, with the maths test.
Okay, ma'am.
I think one day sir has taken the class this week, right? Rohit sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, due to some actually this happened at his home, so he might not be, available for somewhere 10-15 days. That is the reason coming Monday onwards, we have given the class to the other maths teacher so that everything goes on track. Otherwise, we cannot wait for him, right? Because it will be taking time for him to come back because of that mishappening at his home. So the other teacher will be taking from Monday onwards. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, regularly now you're going to have according to the timetable. Others also have to join. Tanushri, you can also turn on the video. Trilokia, turn on the video. I can see now Tanushri also. Okay, so starting with the topic, the previous topic, what we have discussed was about the difference between the asexual and sexual reproduction. And then we discussed about the first type of the reproduction, which is about the budding. Budding in yeast we discussed, wherein we have also discussed about the characteristics of the yeast. Yeast, unicellular they will be helping in making the wine, alcohol, they will be doing the fragmentation process. They are round in shape, they are oval in shape. So all those things we have discussed in the last class. And also we have discussed about the steps of the budding. So what are the different steps by which the budding takes place? That also we have discussed, in which I told you that the parent cell will be there. That parent cell, what do? They will form the small bud on the surface of them, on the body of them, a small bud will be formed, and that small bud slowly and gradually it will be enlarging, right? And then the nucleus which is present in the parent cell, that will go into the bud. And once when once when they get the appropriate condition or the climatic condition and all, in that case they get segregate, they get separate from the parent cell. So that is how it will be working. But sometimes when the temperature, when the favorable conditions are not there, in that case, small birds will be keep on forming on the body of the parent cell. In that case, they are called as the chains of bird. So instead of calling them normal bird, we will be calling them as the chain of bird. So, so many chains of birds will be forming on the parent cell. And then when the conditions, the appropriate condition comes, they all will break down and all will grow then into the individual yeast cell. That is how what we have discussed. Now, everything I think we have completed writing. Only we are remaining with the steps actually. So, what are the steps of budding? We will complete now writing that, and then we will be going to the second type of the asexual reproduction, which is the fragmentation process. Okay. So take out your copy. Let us complete first of all the budding and yeast process, how it happens, and then we will be going to the next one. Is the screen visible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we're going to the so reproduction in plants. Today it is the lecture number L4 and it is 10th of October. Just let me see what all we have completed last time. Okay, so we have we have started with the definition of the budding and then yeast, the characteristics and the uses we have done. Okay, now we should write the process of it. Now, when talking about the process, the heading will be process of budding in yeast. So how does the process takes place of budding in the yeast? Step by step, we will be writing it. The first step is the yeast cells reproduce asexually. So as you know, they have only one parent, right? So with the help of one parent only, they will be reproducing by an asymmetric by an asymmetric. Children, what do you mean by asymmetric? Asymmetric, asymmetric. What do you mean by that?
The shape isn't defined.
Correct. Okay, good. So when there is no particular shape actually, when you divide it, when you divide anything, you will not be getting a kind of the fixed shape and all. Like for example, if I talk about the letter G, okay, if I divide them into from the center, so this upper part will be different, this lower part will be different. So that is how we are getting two different. Now, if I talk about the letter Y also, if I divide like this, you will not be getting the equal structure, right? Or if I divide like this also, then we will not be getting the equal structure. But if I talk about the letter A, if I divide it from the center, whether it is asymmetric or symmetric?
I'm symmetric.
Symmetric. So this is symmetric because two equal half we will be getting, two equal portions of the letter A we will be getting. So such kind of the division where the halves are two equal halves are not present. It is like unequal half will be there. They are called as asymmetry. So in the case of the E cell, there are the asymmetric division process happens, which is called as budding. Called as budding. Now in them, in yeast, budding usually occurs during the abundant supply of the nutrition. So when they get so much of the nutrition. Then they start this process where they form the bud on the body of themselves. So they get the abundant supply of the nutrition. Then the next step is, in this process of reproduction, what happens? A small kind of the outgrowth will be formed. A small bud arises. So a bud arises will be there as an outgrowth. So from the body of the parent cell, a small outgrowth will be there, which is called as the bud. And this is also called as protuberance. Protuberance. Protuberance means the outgrowth of bud. So outgrowth of, tell
Ma'am,
me, Aryan.
I just joined right now because of my my internet wasn't connecting. Ma'am, could you just go back to the first slide just for 1 second? I'll just take a screenshot.
Okay.
Is this the first page?
This is the first page, yes.
Okay, ma'am. I'll just take a screenshot. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So and after formation of the outgrowth, what happened? The division will be there. Division of whom will be there? Division of the nucleus will be there. So the nucleus will divide, and that one part of the nucleus will go into the daughter cell, which is later seen in the bud. So they start dividing, and then later on that half of the nucleus will go into the bud. And last point is that repetitive budding. So continuously budding happens, it leads to the formation of the chain of cell. And why it leads to the formation of the chain of the cell? Because they do not get the appropriate conditions or the favorable conditions and all. Because of that, the chain of cells will keep on forming. That is how the process happens. Now I'm drawing this diagram. This is a perfect diagram which you should also draw it. So this is the nucleus in the center. We have the first one, which is the parent cell, which is the yeast. In the yeast parent cell we are talking. In the next step, second step, what will happen? There will be the nucleus. The nucleus will start
Ma'am,
contracting. Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, for 1 second, can you show the previous slide?
Yeah, I'm going. So children, you can start from writing from here. On the first page, you can start writing. Is everybody done with the first page?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Arya done? Charvi?
Yes, ma'am. Now
No, ma'am.
Ruhika? Oh, okay, someone is
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
no. Then complete it, children. Complete it, then I'll be going to the next page then. Other children, just give me 2 minutes. Let them also complete and then we'll move. Tanu, have you completed?
Ma'am, I'm writing last point.
Okay, all right. Once everybody is done, children, just let me know. Those who are writing.
Ma'am, I already do the diagram for the nucleus
Okay,
and the
great.
nucleus splitting and everything else.
Okay, great. Charvi, is it done?
1 minute.
Now, children,
ma'am.
okay.
Ma'am, actually, in before class, we already did the diagram.
Let me see whether it was appropriate or not. Just a minute. No, we will be doing it again. Okay. We will be doing it with the labeling part of it. Now, this is the second page. Complete it, children, fast. Is it done?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it's done.
Okay. Ruhika, Tanu, Arav, Arya, Charvi, Snehal.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm in the last one.
Okay. Trilokya done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So should we go?
ma'am, at the
Tell me.
last, is it the chain of cells or the chain of buds?
Chain of cells or chain of bud, both are same. So buds are also the cell actually. Okay. Now, children, shall we go to the next page?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, here in the diagram, the reason why I'm asking you to draw the diagram again because of the proper labeling and step. So this is the A step here. This is the B, what I'm making it now. In the B step, what is happening? The formation of the bud is there. So here we should write formation, sorry, spelling is wrong. Formation of bud. And at the same time, what is happening? This one, it's that nucleus starts dividing. Starts dividing. So in the first one, the nucleus is present in the parent cell. In the second step, the formation of the bud take place, and at the same time, the nucleus will also start dividing. Now coming to the third step, in the third step, it will be nucleus will be there in the center, and the other nucleus will go to the where? To the bud cell. So since they were stretching the nucleus, that because of the continuous stretching, the nucleus will divide into two. One half will be with the parent cell, and the other half will go to the daughter cell. And at the same time, the nucleus, the cytoplasm here, this is the cytoplasm, jelly-like structure, which is present, it starts dividing. So this is third step, where the cytoplasm will start dividing. And once the cytoplasm also divide, what will be there? According to the appropriate conditions and all, they will form the daughter cell. So daughter cells will be daughter cell formed. So that is how the process, the steps are. This is the step number D.
Ma'am,
Nucleus, yeah, tell me.
ma'am, I just joined now, ma'am. What have you discussed with now, ma'am?
We actually completed the process of the budding.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I just take the screenshot and can you show it? Yes.
Okay, okay. This is the first page.
It's on next.
This is the next page.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now this is the diagram. So in the process, complete process, nucleus is the first step where the parent cell will be there. In the second step, the nucleus will start dividing. At the same time, the formation of the bud will be there. In the third step, the cytoplasm will start dividing. And then ultimately, in the last step, when they get the appropriate favorable condition, the bud will get segregate or separate from the parent cell. And if in case the conditions are not favorable, they will be forming the outgrowth where they will be present one above the others. The cells or the buds will be present like this, one above the other. So here, they are the daughter cells. They all are the daughter cells where these all are what? They are the chain of yeast cells. So this is what happened when the conditions are not favorable to them.
Ma'am,
Any doubts? Tell me.
ma'am, can these cells communicate with each other?
Can we?
Ma'am, yeast cells can living or they're living organisms. So can they communicate, ma'am?
Communicate in the sense they cannot talk actually, right? They,
Ma'am, so
huh.
like how do they know, ma'am, where to go, where not to go?
No, see, they do not have, very much developed organs and all. So they do not know anything that where to go and all. It's like because of the different agent, like water is there, the wind is there. Because of that, only they reach from one place to the other place.
Okay.
Ma'am, this is the third page, right?
Yeah, this is third page.
Okay.
Understood, Shreyansh. They do not have such kind of the complex organ and all. It is only because of different agent they are just moving or traveling. Like for
Okay.
example, if I talk about the yeast, I told in the last class that for making the pizzas we are using it, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
pizza bottle we are bringing it in our home, right? And then we are only keeping it in our dough and all in the maida and all and making the dough. So that is how they are multiplying there.
Okay.
So we are giving them the condition, they are not getting those conditions.
Okay.
Ma'am, so they are the living things which only can like survive, like get food and produce another versions of them.
Yes, exactly. They're the living organism where they can actually, with the support of the environment, with the support of the humans at the same time, they can multiply, they can divide, and they can work. So they are not harmful actually. That is how we are eating the pizzas also, which is made out of the yeast only.
Yes.
Tanu, any doubt? Ruhika, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Now, this is about the first process of the budding. Now, second type of the asexual reproduction is the fragmentation. We will be starting that. First, complete this. If it is done, children, let me know.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Is there anyone who is writing?
Ma'am, me. Because actually I
Do it.
joined a bit late. I'm on the C1.
Okay, do it fast.
Ma'am, but I didn't get it. Like, why was that daughter cell and chain of yeast cell? Why is it like separately written?
I'll tell you why. So this D part where the daughter cell is formed, that will be formed when they are getting the appropriate favorable condition. Means they're getting the water, they are getting the warmth. They will divide. They will get separate from the parent cell. But sometimes what happens when they do not get such kind of the condition, they keep on forming the chains one above the other. That is why we do it separately. So two things are there. One thing is when they get the favorable condition, and the one thing is when they do not get it. So this one, which is I have made it in the blue one, it is when they do not get the condition. Clear?
Got it,
And
ma'am.
this one is when they get the condition.
Ma'am, can you once go back to the previous slide now?
Yeah, I'm going back. And the same portion, children, this is actually the grade 10 portion I'm teaching you. In your book, very limited content is there. We cannot rely only on the NCERT book, children. You should know more than that. That is how the higher level things I am telling you, and it is not complicated. You all are very smart children. You can understand this thing in a very simple way. And if in case still you feel like any doubt is there, definitely you can ask me anytime. Now also after the class, also in the night time, whenever you feel you can come back to me. That ma'am, I do not understand this point. Can you explain it?
Ma'am,
Okay.
in
Hmm?
this page, ma'am, a small, what is the name after small?
Which a small bud, B-U-D bud arises. Okay, now we'll go to the next type of the asexual method.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay, now the next one is the next type of the process is the fragmentation. Fragmentation. I think you might have heard many times this the word fragment, right? Have you ever heard this word fragment?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by
Ma'am,
that,
a
the
piece
fragment?
of a
A
solid.
small piece of
Correct.
something.
Very good. Very good. Pieces or a small piece, I can say.
Part of something.
A part, you can say, okay. Or division, you can say, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is what the whole process means. Here, what happened? An organism will be there. For example, we are taking the example as a spirogyra. So I will be discussing the characteristics of spirogyra also in a depth way. How I told you about the yeast, what is the yeast, the function or the uses. Same way regarding the spirogyra also I'll be explaining you. Okay, but let me explain you what is actually the fragmentation first. So fragmentation means an organism will divide themselves into what? Into the pieces. And now each piece, what we call them as? The fragments, right? So first fragment, second fragment, third fragment. It means first piece, second piece, third piece. So whole process, the process by which any organism or the particular organism divides or break them into themselves into the pieces, that is called as a fragmentation process. So the definition of the fragmentation is that it is a type of asexual reproduction in which organism body. So the example, whatever we are going to discuss, their body breaks into two or more fragments. So in the case of yeast, what was happening? They were forming only the one bud, right? One outgrowth they were forming. But here in this case, they can break their own body either into two pieces, either into three, either into four, either into many pieces. So in a minute, you will be getting more than many organism of it. So that is what the fragmentation. So it is a type of the asexual reproduction in which organism body breaks into two or more fragments, and each fragment will now grow individually. So whatever pieces we will be getting, that can be grown into the new individual. They can form the new
So, ma'am, kind of
individual.
like yeast cells.
Right. But in the yeast, what was happening? The nucleus has to get divide, right? The cytoplasm has to get divide. Then only one bud was forming. In this case, they have the nucleus all over the body. So nucleus division is not required. Okay. And at a single minute, they can divide into many fragments. They can divide into many pieces. Now, since they are present in you might have heard the word algae,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So algae, where we can see the algae, where we can find it?
Rivers and
on
lakes on water bodies.
ponds.
Very good.
Ma'am, in the
Very
water
good.
bodies.
Correct. In the water bodies, we can see the lake. We can find we can see the algae. But now what happened here? These algae, as you have mentioned, the water bodies will be there. Now, the one of the example of the algae, what we are going to learn here is the Spirogyra. This Spirogyra is also present in the water body since it is the algae, right? Now, when they are present in the water bodies, what will be there? The water current will be there. Water current means the flow of the water with the pressure, right? Now when water comes with the flow, if anyone is present there, if any small individual or the organism is present there, whether they will get breakdown or not,
Yes, yes.
they will get breakdown. That is how they get breakdown in the water current. So this Spirogyra, they do not follow such complex kind of the division and all. It's a very simple method where since they are present in the water current will be there, and with the help of those water current, the fragments or the Spirogyra will get breakdown into the several fragments. And when they break down into several fragments, each pieces, like for example, now I'll draw the diagram and explain. Suppose this is one Spirogyra. Okay. Now they are present in the water. For example, now the water current has come. Automatically, what happened? It gets breakdown. Now, when they got breakdown, how many pieces we have got it? We have got it 3. Now, this 3 pieces, see, two things are there. Either these 3 pieces, they will grow. But if again they are getting the water current all of a sudden, instead of growing, they again gets breakdown without the proper maturity. Clear, children? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Since they are in the water, they cannot rely on the nutrition. They cannot rely on the favorable condition. Because of the water, when the water current is fast, it is very fast. Automatically, because of that water current, without getting mature, they will get breakdown. Sometimes
Ma'am,
it might, tell me.
ma'am, so for the for generating like reproduction, they depend on the water current.
Exactly. Water current, because of the water current only they are dividing actually. Now, here what
So
happened?
that,
They are
ma'am,
not.
they cannot.
Huh,
So
tell
that,
me.
ma'am, they do not have any property in which they can do it by themselves.
No, they cannot do it by themselves. They need the water actually. The current, the pressure of the water they need it by which they can do it. The other conditions are there when they have to grow and when they have to become mature. But after the maturity also, they will be needing the water to break down.
Ma'am, so they're only able to break down due to the pressure of the water current?
Correct. Yes, yes, they are actually. Okay. And I don't know whether you all have heard the word about the algal bloom.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No?
ma'am.
Who? I think Ruika has said yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, algal bloom is basically when too much algae grows. These can release harmful toxins which can make the water body not safe for use.
Very good. Yes. See, what happened now, as I'm telling you about the spirogyra is what? It is the algae, right? Now, algae, due to the severe water current, anyhow, whatever the water bodies are there, the water current will be there. In a minute, in a 2 minutes, in 3 minutes, they will be getting it. So, because of that reason, maybe initially only one algae was there, but maybe in a minute, 20 algae were formed. Then later on, then in few minutes, 100, then 1,000, then maybe the lakhs. Like this, they are dividing.
Can you
They are dividing means because of the water current, they are doing it. Okay. Now, ultimately, what happened? A time will come where whole of the water bodies, you might have seen some of the water bodies, which is covered by the algae. Now, when they got completely covered by the algae because of this fragmentation process, what do? They start releasing the toxic substance in the water. And in the water, who will be there? The
The aquatic
zooplankton.
animals.
Very good. The zooplankton, or we can say the aquatic animals will be there. Aquatic micro animals or the organism will be there. Aquatic animals will be there. Or the fishes, I can say the fishes will be there. Now, when they keep on releasing the toxic substance, who is using that? These organisms. So they start taking that harmful toxic substances through the algae and ultimately they die. All these organisms will die. That is why the fragmentation actually is not the good process of it. Clear? Though the number are increasing, they're dividing at a faster rate, but they are harmful for the aquatic animals. Their survival becomes difficult. So this 2 pages you need to write, then I'll be showing you a video then.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
I'm
done
done.
with
Can I
these
send you?
pages.
No.
Ma'am, can you show the
Joshika, just a minute. Let
fragmentation?
me complete with the video.
Okay,
Come
ma'am.
again.
Ma'am, can you show the fragmentation, ma'am?
Okay, this is a fragmentation.
Done now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Ma'am, how many days or months do yeast take to reproduce a new one?
Come again. Come again. How many?
How many days or months does yeast take to reproduce a new cell or
Organism.
one? Yeah.
No, it can take a less than second also. In a minute also they can do it, and in a less than second also they can do it. So they do not wait actually for the whole thing, because see, yeast is one individual who has to work on themselves. So the moment when they get the appropriate thing, they divide it.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
in our case, like in the humans, we actually wait for the other person, right? The male or the female or the male. But in the case of the yeast, it does not happen. So immediately when they get the sugar, when they get the warm water, when they get the warmth, they start dividing. And they form the new one.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Fine then. take very less time, less than a minute also, in fact. That is why we have so many, microorganisms around us.
So algae also takes a few minutes or seconds, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Algae in the water current, they will be taking the seconds only, because almost like after every minute, the water current will be there. Because of that reason, they keep on breaking down.
And then you
Ma'am, could you go to the next page?
Yeah, this is the next page.
and you can go to the next page.
I think that's it. And no need to draw this. I'll be actually drawing it in a neat way. Maybe in the next class.
Ma'am, but I already drew it.
No problem, no problem. So it'll be actually easy for you to remember it. So everybody has done?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, just 1 second.
Yeah, ma'am, one second.
And this is the last page.
Yeah, this is the last page. Has everybody completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, shall we
So,
start training?
no, just a minute. Okay, I'll just inform you about that. So any one of you have any kind of the doubt, or do you feel like it is little complicated for you to understand? Just let me know. Arvi, Aryan, Himang, Snehal, Tanu, Ruhika, any doubt you have in this?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So it's very interesting thing, but yes, since it is new, you will be taking a little time, to understand. But once you start reading it, then it becomes very easy for you and interesting also for you to enjoy it. Okay. And in the next class, I'll be explaining you first of all about the Spirogyra. What are the characteristics of the Spirogyra are there? And what things do they require for the growth? What is the structure, the nuclear cytoplasm, the pyrenoids they have in their bodies? What do they do? How do they do? All those things we will be discussing in the next class. Okay. Now I'll be showing you a small video regarding this chapter. Let me share the screen again. I hope my screen is
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
Yes.
Hmm.
Objectives to understand how plants reproduce.
Got hold of you, Sham. If you keep hiding in the same place, then it will be easy for us to find you, right?
These red roses smell so nice.
Look, Ramu Kaka has cut a part of the stem of the rose plant and he has put it in the soil. Why is he doing something like that?
Come, let us ask Ramu Kaka.
Hello Ramu Kaka, we just saw that you cut a part of the stem of the rose plant and planted it in the back in the soil. We could not understand as to why you did that.
Children, I cut a part of the rose plant stem and planted it in the soil. In a few days, roots will emerge and it will become a new plant.
Oh, so plants reproduce in such ways too. I want to know more about this. I shall ask grandfather. He has a lot of interest in gardening.
This means that in plants like roses, it is a method of reproduction.
Look, when I saw this pond last week, the moss was only on some area, but today the whole pond is green.
So the moss is also the example of the fragmentation where they keep on multiplying, they keep on dividing, and because of that, the numbers keep on increasing.
This is algae. Remember, we read in the first chapter in science that algae grow in the presence of water and nutrients. But how do we find out that how does algae spread so fast?
Don't be worried, children. Let me tell you, I have been seeing this pond for a number of years. Friends, algae get divided into two or more parts. These divided parts or subparts become a different creature. And with this continuous growth, the algae spreads over a large area.
There are a lot of secrets hidden in nature. It is astonishing to know that the algae reproduce through the means of division.
Look, this is the mango plant.
This is such a little plant. Sham, you must take care of this plant.
Children, come inside. Come and eat something. Sham, there are some apples lying near the basket of potatoes. Please bring them. I shall cut them and give them to you.
Yes, Mom, sure. What is this green and white color growth on the potatoes? Let me show it to Rani and Ram. Look, what is this on these potatoes? It looks they have gone bad.
I have seen this a few times earlier. When the potatoes become old,
So these you might have seen, like, when the potatoes get old, you might have seen white color structure, green color structure comes out of their body, and sometimes the eye also form on their body. So if you cut this part along with the eye, then what happened? The new potato plant will start growing in the soil. So that is how the numbers of the potato plant can be increased through the vegetative propagation structure. So there are certainly different ways: the stem, the roots. Then you have in the leaves also they divided, the stems also divided. So all these we'll be discussing one by one in the upcoming classes. Okay. Now you
Ma'am,
can start sending. Yeah, tell me, Joshika. Huh?
and actually, you already showed us this video before.
Okay, then you should have told me before. Okay, never mind. The next time I think I should play the second part of it. Okay, the first part is done. Okay, fine. All right. So you can start, children, now sending the notes.
Yes.
Okay, I have got from Himank. From Trilokya, I have got it. From Shreyansh, I'm getting it. And children, in the maths, which chapter do you want to start with? Is there any particular chapter you want to cover?
Rational numbers.
Rational numbers, I think that was completed long back, I guess. Others, let me ask from the others also. Shreyansh, is it completed rational number?
I don't think so, ma'am.
No, then we can ask sir to start with the rational number. Okay, Tanu, then we'll start with the rational number. Okay. So Monday onwards, you'll have the regular maths class, and there I'll inform sir to start with the rational numbers only.
Yes.
Mama sent by.
Yes, I have received from Rohika, Arav, and no, Arav I have got it. Tanu, I have got it. Shreyansh, I have got it. Those who have sent can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank you. Trilokya, Himang, Shreyansh, Tanu, Arav, Rohika, I have got from them. Charvi, Snehal, do it fast.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I sent you.
Okay, Aaron, I've got
Okay,
it.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you for the class.
Bye-bye.
And even I
Thank
sent
you.
you.
Yes, Joshika, I've got it. Thank you. Charvi, do it fast. Arya, do it fast.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mama sent it.
Charvi, yeah, Arya have got it. Charvi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Mama sent
Have you
it.
come? Okay, I did not receive. That is why I'm waiting. Okay, I have got it now, Charvi. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.